Okay, so you guys have read the title correctly. Today we're going to be going over my top 5 horror movies that I recommend watching that will keep you up late at night. Now I know a lot of you guys want me to do this video, a lot of you guys have requested it, and a lot of you guys want to hear my thoughts and opinions on what movies I think you should watch that would scare you and keep you up late at night. In this video specifically, we're going to be going over those movies that I recommend watch, that I have personally watched, that really mess me up mentally. And hopefully it can mess you guys up too. So let's get straight into it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and let's get straight into this video. So first on our list we have The Invisible Man. Now you guys, when I first watched this movie, I literally was freaked out. I was scared. It made me question reality. And it kind of messed me up mentally. And it makes you think a lot. It'll have you like thinking. Now, The Invisible Man follows a woman who basically escapes her abusive, controlling boyfriend, but later on in the movie, her boyfriend supposedly passes away. And then she starts basically experiencing terrifying events and things happening around her. And she basically starts to question whether or not her boyfriend is really gone. Now, this movie has a lot of mystery to it. And it has a lot of suspense to it. And I really did enjoy the mystery parts to this movie. Like you guys, like when I say I enjoyed it, I really didn't enjoy it. And we're always used to seeing the bad guy or used to seeing the boogeyman on the screen. But this one, we could not, you're not going to see him. He's invisible. And I think that's what makes it more terrifying and more of a horrifying experience. And what makes it a really good watch and a really good movie. Because it's not afraid to take to do something different, you know? Like, we're so used to seeing the monster, we're so used to seeing the boogeyman. What if we just can't see them at all and it was just it just makes it more terrifying, you know what I mean? So for our next on the list, I'm sure a lot of people have heard about this movie. I'm sure a lot of people have already probably watched it, but it's still on this list because it still will keep you up late at night if you're into those type of stuff. And this movie is called Get Out. Now, this movie follows a young man who visits the family of his girlfriend, Rose. At first, her family seems overly friendly, almost too friendly, but as he starts to spend more time with them, things start to occur, which turns the awkward weekend into a terrifying fight for survival, you guys. Now, this movie does have a lot of suspense in it, and it's definitely a horrifying movie to watch because it has good horror elements in it, you guys. Like when I say good horror elements in it, it has great horror elements in it. And another thing what I really like about this movie is that it wasn't afraid to really go dark on us. When I say this movie is dark, this movie is dark, it's terrifying. It will freak you out. You will start questioning things. You will start being afraid to visit your girlfriend's family or boyfriend's family or whatever. It will make you afraid to do certain things, and it will definitely mess you up mentally. I remember when I first watched this movie, I felt like I just had like bad luck after watching it because it was just that dark and that terrifying, if that makes sense. It was definitely one of those movies that you would enjoy if you want something to keep you up late at night. Now, this movie is one of my favorites, you guys. Like when I first watched this movie, I was into it. When I say I was into it, the vibe was nice, the horror elements were nice, and this movie was called Unfriended. Unfriended takes place entirely on a computer screen, you guys. I know, a computer screen. But it basically follows a group of friends who start video chatting online and then are suddenly joined by an unknown user who claims to be a classmate who passed away after being bullied. But the mission's presence begins to expose their secrets and forcing them into a deadly game of survival. Now, this movie really was a good movie when I first watched it again, you guys. And I really did enjoy it. Again, like I said about Get Out and the last two we did, it has good horror elements in it. These movies I'm saying have good horror elements in it. And this particular movie will freak you out and make you afraid to do FaceTime calls with your friends, you guys. If you like FaceTiming calls with your friends, you like doing that type of stuff, this movie will literally make you not want to do that because of how terrifying and horrifying it makes it. Now, this movie gave me the Conjuring vibes a little bit, but it is called The First Omen. And The First Omen is basically about a young woman who travels to Rome to work at a church. As she settles in, she begins uncovering dark and conspiracy secrets within the church, involving sinister rituals. Now, this movie is a cult movie. So if you don't like cult movies, you feel like cult movies are too much, then don't watch this movie. But it is a cult movie, and I definitely recommend watching it. Now, when I first watched this movie, it did freak me out a little bit and made me a little bit scared to want to do certain things, or just made me question reality as these movies are supposed to like do. But it does have some good horror elements in it, and if you're into that cult stuff, if you're into the horrifying stuff, then this movie is just for you. Now for our last and final one on the list, the freakiest one of them all, the most horrifying one of them all, is Midsommar. Midsommar basically follows a woman who's basically grieving a horrific family tragedy. So she then later on travels with her boyfriend and his friends to a remote Swedish commute for a rare midsummer festival. What starts as a peaceful cultural trip slowly turns disturbing as the group realizes the community rituals are increasingly strange, violent, and cult-like. This is another cult movie again, you guys. It's another cult movie, and this movie is questionable. You know, like, when I first watched it, I didn't really like it, but when I watched it again, I started to like it a little bit more, because then I kind of understand and got to process what the movie is about. And if you're into that type of horrifying stuff, you're into that type of stuff that will scare you, you're into that cult-like stuff again, then the first Omen and Midsommar are those two movies that will keep you up at night. And those are the two movies that are really like good at doing like the cult stuff. But that is all I want to say in this video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed my 5 lists that I've written down. Let me know if you guys want to see a part 2. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to the channel, please, please, please. And let me know which movies that kept you up at night. Let me know if you guys were able to get past these movies and did you enjoy it. And follow my socials down below. And I'll see you guys on the next one.